On the first Thursday of every month in the Unmute Presents podcast feed, you can hear Chris talk about Braille and the technology used with Braille then and now. This show's at your fingertips, and you can get it by subscribing to the Unmute Presents podcast feed. Make sure that you're subscribed or head on over to unmute.show to search out old episodes. Hey there, it's Michael here, and today for your Digital Byte from me, you're going to get a little information about a tool that I use on a regular basis. Now, at this time, we're not being sponsored by the company behind this product, nor have they heard what I have to say before I publish it to Digital Bytes. Yeah, I'm probably going to send over this episode to them just to let them know that I chatted about it. Today's Digital Byte is all about RIM, a product produced by a company called Numa Solutions. RIM stands for Remote Incident Manager, and it allows you as a blind individual the ability to remotely control a person's computer, and it's not dependent on if the individual you're controlling uses a screen reader or which screen reader it is. Who might want this product? Maybe someone in an IT or support role. Or if you're the support person who's providing tech support for your friends and family, you definitely need to be using RIM. One of the cool features about RIM is you get 30 minutes free, which means on Mac or Windows, you can control someone else's computer, Mac or Windows, for 30 minutes every day without having to pay a penny. If you're a Bits member, joinbits.org, you can get 1 hour of RIM access per day, which is an additional benefit that you get for being a member. But you can also pay monthly to access RIM. I do not do that currently, or purchase credit packs. I think I spent $25 for 5 hours, something like that. And that will kick in after your 30 minutes of free daily access. You can go to getrim.app to get the application. And what's really cool about this is once you sign into the app and you say, I'd like to provide remote assistance, you put in a keyword. Often I use payown as my keyword. And you then give the individual who you're helping that same keyword to connect to their computer. Once you're connected, you can navigate their computer with your keyboard as quickly and seamlessly as you might if you were sitting right in front of it. But also you can minimize the session. So if you need to look something up on your computer or copy and paste documents or other files, you can do that as well. The other feature that I'd recommend you explore is using the VOIP Voice over Internet Protocol option, which allows you to connect to the remote party using voice, and they can use their microphone to speak to you as well. If you're interested in pricing and more details, head on over to getrim.app and get more information about this very innovative tool that is amazing when it comes to connecting your devices to others and supporting those friends, family, and colleagues that you might need to support in your job.
In 2017, I was quite taken by the Instant Pot craze. Through a set of events, including a mishap with my stovetop pressure cooker, and listening to a podcast, which I think was by Sarah Talk, I learned that the Instant Pot could be operated by a blind person. My brother had just gotten one and he was very excited about it. So I decided to jump in with both feet, so to speak, and get myself an Instant Pot. Now, I still have that Instant Pot. It is an old one and it keeps on trucking, as most pressure cooker type appliances do. It has physical buttons that beep when you press them, and it used to work with an app. The problem is the app went away and was replaced by a new version of the app, probably several iterations later, and my model doesn't really connect to the app anymore. But I use Ira or Be My AI, and could also use Be My Eyes volunteers to see what the time left is, or if the pressure is on high, or what the state of the pot is. So I don't worry so much about whether the app will tell me the state of the pot, but I do love the recipes, and that is the app that I'm going to show you today. It is called instant, connect, and it's just a great source of recipes. And so what I have here is I have my app open. I did set up my profile with my name and email address. And I also told it that under the appliances tab at the bottom of the screen, I also told it that I did have an Instant Pot, because when I search for recipes, it's going to bring up all the recipes, not just some of them. But if you say you have an Instant Pot, it will absolutely bring up just those for the Instant Pot. Now, the Instant Pot brand does make a pot with a lid and different settings for air frying. And so you can use this lid to air fry things, and it is an actual separate Instant Pot. I believe it's called the Duo Crisp. So what I've got here is the opening homepage of the app, and to the left-hand corner is their little brand logo, and then
Profile button.
There's my profile, which has my particulars.
Button. Search.
There's the search button.
Search ingredients and dishes. Text field.
And there's actually the search text box. So when I'm really craving Asian food, which is most of the time, I might search for just an ingredient, like perhaps
Keyboard visible.
sesame.
SESAME. Recipes for Instant Pot. Edit filters button. Results 106.
Okay, so we have 106 results, and immediately that was filtered by just Instant Pot, so it wouldn't bring up the air fryer.
Honey sesame chicken, chop secrets, 4.2 stars, total time, 40 minutes, button.
That sounds
Rice
awesome.
topped with meat and scallions on a plate.
And it does give the little image description, so I'm going to go ahead and enter on that.
Back, button.
And there's our friendly back button. And as we go through here, there are places for the step-by-step and the ingredients and so forth.
Save to collection, button.
Now there's a good one. Save to collection is in the upper right corner. I already know that I'm going to like this. And so I'm going to actually double tap, or in the case that I'm using my Braille display here, I'm going to activate the command to do that.
Remove from collection.
Now it says remove from collection in case I make it and I decide I hate it and I want to remove it from the collection.
Remove from collection, button. Remove from collection, button.
Interestingly enough, I am stuck on that button as I'm navigating with my Braille display.
Boneless skinless chicken thigh, 2 pounds.
Okay, voiceover is just being a little bit renegade here. So we're going to just touch near the top of the screen.
Honey sesame chicken, chop secrets. Honey sesame chicken, 4.2 stars.
Okay, there's the rating.
Total time, 40 minutes. Serve 6.
So I'm just flicking right.
Ingredients. Olive oil, 1 tablespoon. Boneless skinless chicken thigh, 2 pounds. Onion, 1/2 cup. Diced garlic clove, 2. Minced low sodium soy sauce, 1/2 cup.
And so forth. And so then near the bottom of the screen is the step overview.
Step overview.
So here is the step overview. And what I will do is I will just show you.
Step 1, add olive oil to the inner pot. Step 2, heat until hot, saute, normal.
Okay, so we do have the steps, and you can read them by swiping right, of course, for each step. Now, at the very bottom, there is a step-by-step.
Step-by-step button.
And this, I'm not going to double tap on this, but if you did want to, it would give you each step with the ingredients that you need. And I don't prefer to work that way because it seems a little more fiddly. And you do have to double tap on the next step button. And it's just a bit more tedious, but I prefer to read the ingredients first and then walk myself through the steps. So if we go back, and so say I wanted to make that, and that would be just great. If you do have a Wi-Fi enabled Instant Pot, you can connect it via your A-Lady or a person, and you can run it that way. But I have not done that. If someone's got a little bit of vision, they might connect their Instant Pot to the app itself, and you could probably hit start, and then you could see the progress. And I'm not sure if that's accessible because I have not connected a smart Instant Pot in terms of being able to connect to this app. But what I will say is whether the app is accessible with the pot or not, like if you don't know how much time is left, or if you wonder if your pressures come up to high, just use a free service like Be My AI. It reads the panel just fine. It says how many minutes are left on the countdown timer. So for instance, when I do a soup, it's at 30 minutes is the default. So when I press the soup button in the top left corner, then I know that when it gets up to pressure, it has 30 minutes it's going to automatically default to cooking. So if I know my soup only takes 15 minutes, then when the countdown timer reaches 15, then I can go ahead and stop the function, release the pressure, and enjoy my soup. Also, I have used the A-Lady to set a timer. So if I know the countdown timer says, say, 28 minutes, I know 2 minutes have gone by. I set a timer on A-Lady for 13 minutes to account for the extra time. So I've worked it out. The most important thing to me are the recipes and the ease of using the app to find those recipes. So in case you would like to check out the Instant Connect app for your Instant Pot, or you're interested in purchasing an Instant Pot, I think it's a great idea with the accessible buttons, the fact that there's not a touch screen, and there are plenty of resources out there for you. So, bon appetit.
I'm going to talk to you about hard drive storage on your iOS device. This process will work on both your iPhone as well as your iPad. So, in order to check what kind of storage you have in terms of the amount, what you would want to do is go to Settings, go to General, and go to Storage. There, it's going to tell you how large your hard drive is, how much space you've used, how much space you have left. Below that is going to be the list of all the apps that are on your device, and they're going to tell you how much space each of those apps is taking up on your device. Some of those apps are really big, and if you never use them, things like iMovie, GarageBand, and a few others, you just want to get rid of those straight away because they're huge and they just take up unnecessary space on your device. If you ever want to get them back, it's really easy. All you would need to do is go to the App Store. You can find them in the App Store and re-download them. It'll also tell you there's apps on your device that you never use. You probably could delete those apps to create more space on your device. A lot of times, people say, why am I having so many issues with storage, even though it shows I have a lot of available storage on your device? That problem comes with iCloud sync. So everyone gets 5 gigabytes of free space. And when you fill that up, then it has nowhere to continue to back up. So what you would have to do is pay to get more cloud storage or turn that off. And then when you turn that off, you're going to use only the storage you have available to you on the device itself without actually having to back up to the cloud. The other thing you can do is pay to get more space. So that 5 gigs for free could go up to a list of different file size types depending on how much you want to pay. And they have everything from 99 cents all the way up. So you just have to decide what you feel like is going to be the necessary cloud storage that's going to suit your needs. You can also take a look in your photos. If you have a ton of photos, you could possibly have duplicates, you could have videos, you could have all kinds of stuff. So you can create space by deleting some of those items. Also, you can go back and check your messages. And if you're using cloud storage to store messages that you've never gotten rid of, these days people are sending photos, files, videos, all kinds of stuff in messages. So you can go through and delete a lot of that stuff, and that will also create a lot of free space on your device once you get rid of a bunch of things there. And that's how you deal with storage on your iOS device.